So here we are again with the same portrait. I haven't done anything to it since our last video. It's still wet, so I'm going to go ahead and do more to it while it's still wet. I'm going to go ahead and work on the white. So the whites is basically going to be like, as I throw my picture, retrieve the picture. Picture's retrieved. Okay. All right, so whites would be like here. That's where the nose kind of comes out a little bit. I'm going to leave this kind of white highlight over here. This brush is getting a little bit dirty. Dirty brush. It's okay. And then I kind of grabbed a more yellow highlight just to see what that does. To start with, because we're going to be blending these in too. So I guess I'll just put some yellow in that highlight I just did. The nostril of the nose. You see, my pace also is still not really slow, right? I'm still trying to be careful, and I'm not saying you shouldn't be careful, but try not to allow yourself to slow too far down, because your pace in a portrait can be very important as well. Lead to less frustration for you, I think, because you're still progressing, right? And the more you kind of get stuck at a certain spot in the painting, I think the more frustrated you get. And we also have to finish these before the end of the semester, right? So this highlight goes kind of on the lower lid of her eye. And she has more, that's still too dark, that part, so I'm going to go ahead and lighten that up a little bit. Now my brush stroke is really changed, right? From that initial video, it was like a lot of big strokes. Right now it's like a scrubbing motion, right? This is, a lot of artists you'll see work, continue to work in those long strokes, and that's really great. I really love those portraits, actually. I feel like they have a lot more emotional capacity than something like this would. I'm not saying I don't like my paintings. I do like my paintings, but even I wish that I could paint differently sometimes than I do. Alright, so then this part, okay, wait a minute, I'm going to go back over here and get that whiter eyeball part. It's a little yellowy, but that's okay. Goes with the devil-eyed look, right? Which hopefully won't be sticking around too long. And this highlight on the lower lid really can get quite bright if I allow it to. For now, I'm not going to worry too much about how bright it is. I got bigger fish to fry for the moment. It's good to make those little observations as you go along. Ooh, when I get to that point, that's going to be a pain in the ass, or that's going to be super fun, or that's going to make a big difference. But eat your veggies before you have your dessert. You always got to remember that, right? Just like your mom always said. Okay, so as you can see, this eye now is, I think, maybe a little too high, this lower lid. So I'll have to lower that again as I go along. I think I will not worry about that yet, but I can see that that will have to happen. It's another little, it's something I'll have to keep in mind for later. But now lips, so this is why mouths are hard for me, okay? So you have to make the right color. And if you don't have the right color, then that is when it starts to look phony. It starts to, it's so easy to make things look like lipstick or something, right? And I hate that. But we will try. I'm going to go ahead and just add a little bit of red into my darker tone and then start adding white progressively to pink it down. And this is going to be something that's going to take a level of experimentation on your part, because all portraits are different, all skin tones are different, right? This is kind of my best guess as to this one, but we'll do it. Going for it, going for it. Oh yeah, going for it. All right, going for it still. It's happening, oh yeah. All right, let's see, going for it, let's see. Okay. see, behold, my mouth problems. It doesn't look anything like her. I changed the whole look. Okay, so I think that what I need to do is bring this down more. And I still, I think, need to bring that up more. Oh, jeez. So, I'll do that. Make a little skin tone here. Bring that out. Widen her chin. Her chin is much more square, I think, than I had it. But I didn't necessarily notice that until I put the mouth in, you know what I mean? I kind of always figured something was wrong with the chin, to tell you the truth. But I didn't know, it didn't quite stick out to me exactly what it was until I put the mouth in. That's kind of what more along the lines of what I mean when you're making a series of adjustments. And each adjustment you make reveals another issue to be addressed. And you just keep addressing those until there are no more issues to be addressed. That's interesting. I feel like maybe her face should go out more this way. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see though. We will try it just to see what happens. And just kind of move it out in increments. Incrementy. I don't know. Now she's looking like a high school cheerleader. Maybe going off the devil look, but now into the high school cheerleader look. Okay. That's her mother. That disturbs me a little bit. But okay. So, isn't that interesting? Mouths. Let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and put in some other things that might help me. The more I do, the more is revealed. So I'm going to see what happens when I put in her teeth, I mean. Teeth can play a big role in making something look different for sure. As you can see, my brush isn't necessarily very small here. You don't always need a very small brush to do everything, right? You just need, for the last 10% of your painting, you do need a small brush. All those, details are in the devil kind of stuff. Highlights. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of some of this yellow in her eyeball. Bring that down again. Bring it down. To address that later again, but more highlight on the nosy, perhaps. That was way too much highlight on the nosy. That's my weekly brush. Giving me trouble. So I'm gonna stick a dry brush and kind of dry brush that part away. Should really just toss that brush. I don't know why I keep using it. Okay, so that's interesting, right? The chin is still off, I think, so I'm going to go ahead and put another dark there. The chin is the angle on the chin is flat when it should be at an angle, right? It'd be nice if I had the right brush to do this with. And this highlight on her chest I'll have to do as well later, but right now I'm just using this dark as a convenient getaway for corrections. Well, that helped actually, right? Don't you think? I think so. Let me get a little shorter still. Offer up that more crunched face. And go in here a little bit. It's dark in the hair side. Hair is going to be another thing that you'll have to figure out as well. A lot of people have trouble with hair, but we'll go into that later. I'm going to go ahead and put some more darks in her mouth. How long is this video now? Yeah, it's 10 minutes again. Portraits take forever. I feel like it's inching toward what I want, but we will see.